Today I'll be giving a brief overview of the rise and fall of MTGOX, a company founded in 2010 as one of the first Bitcoin exchanges and intermediary in the world. Originally founded and based out of Tokyo, Japan, at its peak, MTGOX handled roughly 80% of the world's Bitcoin exchanges. However, towards the beginning of 2013, customers and analysts alike began to see cracks, and MTGOX eventually came crashing down. Not long after its inception, therefore, on February 28, 2014, Mt. Gox declared bankruptcy and claimed to have lost 850,000 bitcoins along the way, or roughly 7% of all bitcoins in existence. So what happened? The answer is no one really knows. It's hard to pinpoint one thing, but here are some of the Goxings, as they are now called, that happens along the way. If you didn't know, Mt. Gox was originally an online card game called Magic: The Gathering Online Exchange, and it transitioned to a Bitcoin exchange and sold to French software developer Marc Capriles. Problem number one. The source code was PHP, which is fine for an online card game, but experts agree it is not robust enough for mission-critical order matching. Today, most Bitcoin platforms are written in either C, C++, Java, Python, or Perl. It's safe to say Marc Capriles was in over his head from the beginning. And it was no surprise when in June 2011, Mt. Gox experienced a security breach as a result of an auditor's computer being compromised. This allowed a hacker to steal a lot of Bitcoins. It's not good that Mt. Gox was essentially acting as a bank, sitting on bitcoins that really didn't belong to it. Marc Capriles responded by moving roughly 424,000 bitcoins into cold storage, meaning not connected to the internet, although there was speculation that this cold storage was not exactly cold and could be accessed as it was part of the missing bitcoins. In September 2011, the private keys for the Mt. Gox hot wallet were stolen. This allowed a hacker to immediately access the coins in the compromised wallets and spend any bitcoins deposited over time, only no one knew money was being siphoned off, with wallets being emptied from compromised wallets into a single wallet controlled by the hacker over a period of 2 years. In April 2013, Mt. Gox experienced a distributed denial-of-service attack, where a hacker flooded the Mt. Gox network with traffic, forcing it to shut down and driving the price down. It turned out the Mt. Gox firewall was configured to allow direct access to the system's IP addresses, so it was easy for a hacker to access the system directly. In an attempt to either save Mt. Gox, as he claimed, or for his own salacious purpose, Marc Capriles created a bot referred to as Willy that began automatically purchasing bitcoins on the Mt. Gox exchange at a rate of 10 to 20 bitcoins every 5 to 10 minutes. This started in November 2013. It is believed Willy was responsible for artificially inflating the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price on Mt. Gox skyrocketed from 200 in early November to over 1,200 at its peak on December 4th, 2013. Finally, the site shut down once again, this time claiming transaction malleability, although it is believed the impact of this was negligible. A internal memo, leaked citing the problems with Mt. Gox, and as mentioned in February 2014, the company filed for bankruptcy. So what are the takeaways? Well, there were initial problems with the source code. Security was not prioritized, mainly because Marc Capriles either ignored security issues or was just in over his head, and he made poor leadership decisions. Please stay tuned for the aftermath and lessons learned from one of your fellow classmates.